right?
Okay, thank you. We're recording. Okay, gentlemen, ready?
Ken, what do you make of that?
Oh, it's embarrassing and not up to the level that we expect of ourselves. But you know what? It's been a bit consistent. It's been something we haven't been able to get right. We haven't been able to play hard enough and strong enough for long enough when it goes against us. And we've only had a couple of weeks between that happening not to us a couple of weeks ago, and it's happened to us again now.
Is it the worst performance in your time as coach?
Yeah, it's an interesting question because I got asked the same question after the showdown. So as I say, they're the questions that you're allowed to ask and should ask. Is it their worst performance? I don't know that I want to separate both. I think both performances, 3 weeks apart, were equally as bad.
How does it happen today? I mean, you were pretty good against Essendon last week, and you came out with intent last week. That intent did not look there from the get-go today. Yeah,
no, as soon as it went against us, we weren't prepared to just work as hard as we needed to and to hang on. And we sort of wrestled it back at the start when they got away to 3 or 4 goals to nothing, and we got back to 3. I thought, well, at least we've worked our way back in it. But the next challenge came, and we just weren't up for it. And GWS were just too good as far as clearing the ball from stoppage, working through traffic, getting it out into space, and preparedness to run. And we didn't show any of those things.
Is the lack of fight the most concerning thing today?
Yeah, lack of consistency in that area, I reckon, is the most concerning thing, that you can't turn up at AFL football and be inconsistent in your ability to compete. And at the moment, we've been inconsistent in our ability to compete. We know we can compete when we get it right, but right now, you've got every right to ask the question, and that's not there.
Where do you go from here? I mean, you've got the Cats hosting the Cats next week. Well, what do you tell the boys during the week? How do you try to get that intent back?
Well, right now we take a step back and we breathe for a minute and we look through the game and we understand and we look deeply to the way we've prepared for the game, what we've done. Could we do anything different? But honestly, we've just got to demand some better and stronger performances from key personnel in our footy team.
Is that a leadership thing, Ken, do you think? A lot of your leaders were down today, especially early.
Yeah, and they're good at that, and I'm the same. We'll own that. And as leaders of the club, we own that responsibility. And, I'm not throwing the players on their own, coaches and the leaders of the players. We have to own that responsibility. So that's just not good enough. And we lead the footy club, so we've got to make sure that we're doing everything we can to turn that around. And from a player's point of view, I've always said the most important ingredient in leadership is game day. You need to be able to perform at a level that leads the rest of the team, and we haven't been able to do that.
A lot of your key players have done that for years. Why has it fallen away? Have you any idea?
Yeah, well, and that's one of the questions we just spoke about. We've had a couple of years where we consistently were able to do that. Now, we haven't been able to respond consistently the way we would like for a little period of time now, and it's a question that we have to ask. We need to be mentally stronger. That's the key ingredient for it, I think. You just need to be able to screw up at the right time. And we watched football over the weekend. We watched good teams go at it, and you see the ingredient. It's just a will to keep fighting and keep winning.
Is that mental strength something that you can work on within a week before the Cats?
No, it's something we're working on. Look, we've been working at it for some time, and obviously on today's results and a couple of the last couple of weeks, you'd say, well, it's still got a long way to go. I can't disagree with you. I have to acknowledge that we have to continue to work in that space and be more demanding, more driven to get where we need to go. And at the moment, we're not delivering.
Does it change your goals for this year?
No. It's round 4, 2-2, where it looks like we're a long way off 2-2, but that's exactly where we are. And we see sides every week go from being okay, are we okay? Are we not? We're no good. We get to go back to next week. We go back to Adelaide. We play a really good team in Geelong, and we just got to be ready for the battle. Because if we're not, we'll find ourselves in a difficult position again.
Charlie Dixon's reported there's also an incident that might be looked at with Robbie Gray. Your thoughts on those ones?
Yeah, I didn't actually know. I just got told that Charlie got reported, but I haven't seen it, so I'm not going to hide from that. But I would be hopeful that it was a low-grade incident that was probably a little bit of frustration, if that's what it was. Now, we don't want to do that because that's not the way you respond when he's going against you. And, Charlie, Robbie, whoever they are, in our footy club, that's not something we want to be able to do. We want, it is frustration that brings that out, and it's a sign, again, a bit of weakness, and you shouldn't be that.
Injury-wise, how did you pull up?
All good.
No problems at all, but very bruised.
Thanks, Ken.
Thanks,
Gentlemen, too.